Hey, what's up guys, it's me Dust, and today making a Eliminator strategy guide, live commentary sort of thing. I'm on a 3-win streak, so hopefully this goes well. So as you see, I always spawn at the quarry. There's usually 2 or 3 cars that spawn here. You have to be really unlucky for no cars to spawn here. See, there's 3 cars within eyesight right as they spawn. So I'm gonna go pick this one up, it's closest. Hopefully it's a good one. And it's a good one. Alright. Kind of wish it was a bit worse for example purposes, but hopefully we can learn something anyway. Just gonna check the next car spawns, and okay. You know, I can't complain, but kinda wish I had a worse car for, you know, example purposes, but I guess all we're learning today is that the quarry is a pretty good spot to spawn in. End of video, I guess. Just kidding. I'll go through with this. So I'm gonna race this Mini, or what's spawned up, and another tier 7 car. This is really lucky to spawn near this many cars this good, by the way. Gonna race this Mini. The races at the quarry usually go this way or that way. They usually either go to the lake or to this one. And ooh, I've never gone to this one this way though. I usually just cross the waterfall. We'll see what's this way. Now, ooh, I should have got on that road. Sometimes you'll mess up a bit, but that's okay. Whoops. Who put that shed there? Now, I'm gonna cross this little lake river thing. And I'm almost there already. He's nowhere near me. You want to cut when you can, but you also don't want to straight line it there like it is a task to straight line it there across the forests. I'm taking the road now because there's a road that takes me there. Even though it's not completely straight, it's going to be faster to take the road. But at the same time, you don't want to follow roads like a religion, so do this race. The fastest tier 9 car you can get is the 2016 Aventador. I think that's the fastest car overall in the entire thing. And of course I get it. I guess all we're learning today is that I'm super lucky, and that's why I've won 3 times in a row, and probably going to be 4 times in a row. But there is some sort of strategy to this. So I'm gonna race this guy, and hopefully I get a Hoonigan Group A, because that's the best tier 10 car. It'll say Hoonigan Group A, but it's the Hoonigan Escort, you know, same thing. And if it says Hoonigan Group B, that's the RS200, just so you know which ones those are.
In 400 yards, turn right.
I'm gonna cut a little here, even though I don't really need to. He is way behind. I regret cutting here. That went okay though. Now I think that checkpoint is gonna be on the left side of the road, and you don't want to straight line it there. Like I said, you want to follow the roads. Roads are faster. But I'm gonna look for an opening in the trees, so I don't have any trees to deal with. And there's an opening, so I'm gonna go through that. You see what I mean? Like, you don't just straight line it there. You take as many roads as you can, and then cut when you see an opening. You want to deal with as little trees as possible. Finished, waiting for results. My speech may be like I'm hearing myself already. it's like slurring a bit. I am super tired. I've been playing this for like 16 hours. This is the first day of it being out. I haven't been playing just Eliminator. I've been playing around with the Supra and a lot of stuff like that. So, yeah, someone left a comment on one of my videos saying, "Hey, what's your strategy?" I always get second, man. The strategy at the end is more important than any, so be sure to stick around for that. But in the meantime, I'm just driving around with my Aventador. If you don't have a fast car at this point, look for more people with slow cars, or people with fast cars so you can steal theirs if you're really confident, which is usually what I do. I look for people with fast cars, or I look on the street for fast cars, so I can steal, you know, fast cars. Just driving through forests.
Arena shrinking.
Can't really talk when there's not much to talk about. Just driving around. I'm gonna race one of these people and see if I can get that Hoonigan escort I was talking about. Just gonna roll my car there, I guess. Now, I'm assuming it's gonna be this way. I was right. I could tell that because the boundary behind me is closer to the one in front of me. If you're at the boundary of the circle, the waypoint of the race for your head-to-head is usually going to be to the other opposite boundary of the circle, or in that direction at least. So you can kind of tell where the head-to-heads are going to lead you. That's another thing to know. But be ready for anything, regardless. And the waypoints, by the way, if you start a head-to-head race out of bounds from, you see the line on the map that I'm on right now, that's the area of the next circle. The head-to-heads will be always in that circle if the area is shrinking. And they usually are anyway, even when it's not shrinking. They can take you out of this dotted line when it's not shrinking. Like, I hope that makes sense. It'll usually bring you somewhere within this dotted line circle. Hopefully get the Hoonigan escort. I don't want that. The Pro Truck is good, but I'm gonna pass up on it for now. I like the Aventador better, even though you could argue a lot of this is off-road and you should have an off-road car. I think the Aventador is fine off-road. Has a lot of power, and if you get on straights, it's a bit better. Straight roads, that is. So again, just driving around,
Arena shrinking.
looking for people to race. By the way, it gave me a Pro Truck for my Tier 10 car. That means it's going to keep on giving me a Pro Truck, so there's no use in me racing right now if I don't want a Pro Truck. But I'm going to race people anyway because I'm bored. So I'm going to see who I can find. Here's a guy. Now I'm going to challenge him, but I got to turn around quick.
Turn around.
because it's
when
gonna
it is
be
safe to do so.
behind me. I'm pretty sure. Yep. See how I can predict that? Because the boundary of the map, that dotted line, is really close to me. It's gonna bring me to the opposite edge
400
of the
yards,
circle.
turn left.
So that's the main way of predicting and getting a head start on where
In 400 yards,
the final checkpoint's gonna be for your race.
recalculating route.
I hope my mic
200
isn't
yards,
peaking.
turn right.
Sorry if the mic quality is really bad. I try my best, okay? So just gonna win this race. Guess I'll talk about the strategy for the final showdown now. For the final showdown, you're gonna want to look where the final circle is, and I think that's the dotted circle that's on the map right now, because there's only 20 drivers left. See, it gives me the pro truck again. Yes, this dotted circle on the map. This is on the south end of the map, so you know that the final race is going to go somewhere north on the map. I'll show you what I mean. If I open the pause menu. See, south, it's actually the southeast corner of the map, so it's going to be over here. In the northeast. Or the northwest, excuse me. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna sit around, wait for the final race to start. The final race always starts with 12 drivers left, by the way. And you can be out of bounds for quite a bit of time. This guy's gonna challenge me, isn't it? Isn't he?
Turn around
Yep.
when it is
Okay.
safe to do so.
See, I know it's gonna be on the other end of the circle, so I kind of get an advantage on him. Also, notice he was in a tier 10, or at level 10, 2012 Aventador. I don't know why they have that as the tier 10 car, and the 2016 Aventador as the tier 9 car. The tier 9 2016 Aventador is faster. So, some of the cars' levels are kind of mix-matched and weird. I know it said this is slower, but I'm just taking it to mix it up. I did that on purpose, don't worry. I didn't pull a Kuru. Choose a slower car. I was just getting bored of that 2016 Aventador. Now, if I just sit on the boundary here, wait for the final race to start. And by the way, I'm getting ready to go out of bounds towards the northwest corner of the map. And get a head start there. Someone has a tier 10 Mercedes-Benz AMG GTR. That is the worst 10 car you can get. I know it's all-wheel drive swapped, and it's pretty fast. That is the worst tier 10 car to get though. "14 drivers left." I could leave right now, but I'm worried I might get timed out from being out of bounds for too long if I leave now. So I'm gonna leave now. There's 13 left. So I'm just headed northwest.
Final showdown begins in 30 seconds.
There's a lot of trees there, so I'm just gonna
No more head-to-heads.
go more north actually.
Final race.
I don't like going into trees. I avoid them like the plague.
Final
So
showdown
hopefully the final
in
checkpoint is
3,
this way.
2, 1, go!
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
And it's this way. Ooh, that's kind of
Recalculating route.
unlucky. It should be fine. I should be able to win still. But yeah, always take a big head start towards where you think the final checkpoint is going to be. It's kind of worth doing even if there's, you know,
It is safe to do so.
it's kind of worth going for a head start even if the place is in the middle of the map. Just guess. Just guess where it's going to be, because you have like a 40% chance of guessing right and just completely winning if it's in the middle of the map. Whereas if it's in the corner of the map, always take the head start.
Turn left.
But if it's in the middle of the map, you could also stay in the circle and wait for it to tell you where the end is. So you can do either or. If it's in the middle of the map, there's no really telling where the final checkpoint's going to be when the final circle is in the middle. When it's in the corner like that or on the bottom edge, I always take the head start and go out of bounds towards it.
200 yards. Turn right. Turn right.
So when I'm going through trees like this, by the way, I don't look at the trees, I look at the paths between the trees. I look really far ahead. A lot of people will just focus on the tree closest to them, and then they'll just crash into the next tree. So don't focus your eyes on the trees. You need to look at the paths between the trees and look really far ahead.
Turn left.
That's my tip for going through trees. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. I hope this helped, even though I got insanely lucky.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
And I will see you guys later. Bye bye.